Aquarius, hello, hi, welcome to your love reading for February 2025. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Coco, and I just wanted to do a love reading to honor St. Valentine's Day, to honor the month of love, and I thought this would be the best way to do it. So, this reading will be time-stamped, and it is for those who are both in relationships and also single. So, the first reading will be that reading for those who are in relationships. If you are in like a situationship, if you are just romantically connected to anybody in any kind of way, then the relationship reading is the one for you. The second reading will be the one for those who are currently single and just wanting to get to know some details about their love life and about people who might be coming towards them. So just a reminder, this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one private reading. If that is something that you are interested in having, you can go down to the description box below and click the link to my website where you can book a private virtual reading with me. And if this reading does resonate for you and you do find it helpful, I very, very much appreciate a like, a comment, a subscribe. Any support at all is very much appreciated over here. All right, I will see you at the reading that applies to you. Okay, Aquarius, if you are here, that means that you are in a romantic relationship, situationship, whatever it may be. You are connected to somebody romantically. So I already went ahead and pulled your cards because if I'm being honest, there's just so many cards in this spread. It would have taken a really long time for me to pull them while filming. So I just went ahead and did that anyway. So let's get into it without further ado. All right. So the current energy in your romantic relationships: chaos and conflict. Things are shifting, things are changing in your relationship. And if you see in this image, it's a zebra shedding a giraffe skin. So it basically was not wearing the right skin, and you can see that it's shedding the wrong skin and it's starting to expose its true colors, its true pattern. The whole purpose of this card is to say that when there's chaos and conflict and fighting and drama, much of it is related to our fears in surrendering to what's going on. And you've also got the two cards of transformation and surrender in what you need more of. I'll get into that in a little bit. Now, the number 33, you might be seeing the number 33, 333. If you are indeed seeing that number, that is confirmation that this message is for you. Your relationship is going through growing pains, or it is going through a transformation. And, fighting it, being stubborn, fighting each other, not seeing eye to eye, that's the vibe here right now. And I think it comes down to surrendering to what is happening, to letting what has happened take its course. Relationships always change if it's ending or if there's something difficult being worked out. It's just important to see things eye to eye, or it's important to see things from other people's perspective at this moment. You have the Death card in what you need more of. This is one of the two cards here. This is surrender. This is saying, okay, this is the season of the relationship. Something is ending completely here. And there is some kind of fighting because we're trying to fight the end. And when I say end, I actually don't mean only the end of a relationship. When the Death card shows up, it means transformation. It means something's changing radically. Someone is changing radically. A situation is just, it's being completely upended. And that doesn't always mean that a relationship is ending. It could absolutely mean that. But it doesn't have to. And, here there is just the need to throw your hands up. Your guides are encouraging you to throw your hands up and say, you know what? Just take the reins, take the wheel. I'm done trying to fight against the current, swim against the current. It's not working for me. You've also got the Shapeshift card. This is metamorphosis. This is transformation. Again, this is like the caterpillar going into its cocoon. It's a hibernation energy here. It's a time of reflection, of asking yourself deep questions, of deep self-care, and just putting a pause on things. Now that's what you need a little bit more of, you might require a little bit more of in this relationship at the moment. The lesson in the relationship is number 31, Keeper of Focus. This card really speaks to perspective. It speaks to outlook. Do we want to look at the limitations? Do we want to look at the arguing and the things we don't agree on? Or do we want to look at this from a different perspective? Do we want to look at this as instead seeing where we don't have shared values and where we fundamentally might disagree? And that's okay. It's about seeing things from a different perspective, about being able to zoom out, take a more objective, third-person perspective on things that are happening in your relationship. So you are showing up. The cards were very chatty with you today, Aquarius. I feel like they're always quite chatty with you. And also my guides wanted me to use a different deck that I was going to. So maybe you like this deck better, or this deck just resonates better with your energy. This is the Sanctus Concordia deck. You've got the 9 and 10 of Cups here with the King of Swords. Now this is you. This is your card. This is an air card. King of Swords is the most mature version of you. So you are showing up very mature, in control, honest, straightforward. And you're straightforward and honest right now about your own emotional needs and the emotional needs of the people in your family and your life. You are trying to almost merge your own needs with those of others. Community, loved ones, kids, whatever this may be, your person, okay? So you're trying to come at this from a very logical perspective. You're trying to solve issues from your left brain, from like what's logical, what's intellectual, what works in that very structured way. And maybe you are not taking a very emotional perspective at this moment. I don't see that you are. I feel as if you're very practical and very like, well, why would I do that? This makes the most sense to do. You know, you are not very guided by your emotional brain right now. And your intentions in the relationship. You've got the 7 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You want the good life with this person. You want to build. You want to feel stable. You want to focus on your home, your money, your stability, your family. That's what you want to build, and you want to be like the head of it. You want to be in control of things. You want the good life, and you're willing to work for it. 7 of Pentacles here. You're like assessing the relationship and trying to see if that is possible here. But you're also willing to work for it here. In a bit of a stubborn energy, you know, this card does have a bit of stubbornness connected to it. And so does the King of Swords and King of Pentacles. So you might be really, really trying to make this work. And you're really, really trying to push for something here. You see this person as the High Priestess. They are somebody who's very mysterious to you almost, spiritual. They don't talk that much. Or you might feel like they kind of keep things from you, like they don't tell you how they're feeling. They don't really show all of their cards, and they might quite literally be a super, super introvert, somebody who just doesn't really like to talk that much. But you see this person as kind of like, my guides are telling me, like an unopened box. Like you, because what they showed me was somebody with a key trying to open a box. So this person might feel like they're hiding stuff in that box, like they're hiding their self in there, and you really want to get to know them. You want to really open the box and see what's going on. Obstacles here for you. You've got the Magician. The energy that came out here was that the Magician really tends to have their own agenda going on. They're not very good at seeing things from other people's perspective. They tend to be quite focused on what they want. They're really focused on their own needs. And you're trying, I see, to merge your needs, or perhaps like find compromise and resolution with your needs and other people's and your family's, or this person's family, whatever is happening here. You're trying to merge that and find common ground. This card also tells me that you struggle perhaps with seeing things from this person's point of view. You kind of don't really want to hear it when this person comes to you and says, hey, this is how I'm feeling. And that might be attributed to the stubbornness here. Like, you kind of have your own way of seeing the relationship or thinking of your future together, but this person has a different perspective. That's what that card is telling me. Sorry for the dog barking. I live in a noisy area. Now, your advice from your guides. You've got the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. You've also got the Hermit, but I want to talk about these 2 cards together right now. I did clarify earlier that you are showing up the 5 of Swords. Your person is showing up 10 of Swords. Now, it's just a chorus of dogs barking outside. Sorry. So 5 of Swords, you are advised to be aware of the things that you do to self-sabotage a relationship, or the things that you do that you don't realize, or you do realize, hurt somebody else. Okay? And this can be not really listening to them, or this can be something more severe and intense as infidelity, disloyalty of some sort. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case of what's happening here for you. I don't know what's happening here. But the 10 of Swords, this person is done. This person has been through it. They're exhausted. And you can see this person has 10 swords in their body. They're defeated. And I don't think they can handle much more, because they've also got the 10 of Wands in their energy. Something's going on here in this relationship. Ask yourself very deep questions. What is the purpose of this relationship? How can I be more self-aware? How can I step back and see what's really going on here? Which is what this Keeper of Focus is asking you to do. Take a closer look, truly, and more objective look at what is happening here. That's how you're being encouraged to show up. Be very, very mindful and intentional, okay, in this relationship. Now, your person is showing up Queen of Pentacles. Oh, hi, Deuce. Hi. My dog's here. He's wearing his little sweater. He looks so cute. So, they're Queen of Pentacles. They want to make this work. You've got the King of Pentacles in your intentions. They're here as the Queen of Pentacles. They want to make this work. And I see that you want to make it work too. However, their intentions and what they're experiencing here, they've got the Death card here themselves. So they've also got the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Listen, this person is exhausted. And 5 of Pentacles, they have gone through it. Through it. Okay? They are needing some care. They're needing some comfort. And they've got the Death card here. This is a major, major transformation that's happening for your person. Now, they might be the one who chooses to leave this connection because they've got the Death card. They might be the one who chooses to surrender to what's going on and say, you know what? I feel rejected and down. I feel exhausted. This is an uphill battle for me. You know, so I'm just letting you know that that might be what happens in February. And they see you as the King of Cups. They see you as this compassionate, empathetic person. They see you as somebody who's very romantic, but somebody who doesn't express their words very well, maybe isn't very good at communicating or being very vulnerable with their feelings, but you sure do have this deep love for them, and they can see it. They can see it. What they struggle with in the connection is the Page of Swords. And when I pulled this card, I got the word argumentative from my guides. So they struggle with being argumentative. You know, they're the person who kind of lashes out with their words. And, you know, you're King of Swords here, and they're the Page. So you might feel like this person is actually a little bit immature at times with arguments or discussions. They'll just kind of say things that are rash. They will gossip. They'll just act a little bit immature, and it might, you know, rub you the wrong way. But that's one of their obstacles. That's something that they're learning not to do. Now, the outcome of the relationship, Two of Swords and the Devil. This is a stalemate, okay? This is stalemate energy. You guys, as you are going along now with the relationship, things are not set to change very much. I'm going to be honest. This will be the energy of the relationship as you move forward, unless you both look at the toxicities in the relationship. What do the power dynamics look like? Who is abusing their power and when? It might be both of you. Both of you might be acting manipulative. Both of you might be saying something to the person and then just doing something else behind their back. There is some level, extreme level of an unfairness here, of addiction, perhaps obsession, perhaps codependency, toxic codependency. And unless that is looked at and fleshed out, this will be a stalemate. Things will not change. They won't move forward. They won't progress. And that's why you're being encouraged by your guides to be the hermit, to look within, to go within and say, is this a connection that I want? Do we want this energy in my life? Is this truly worth it? Am I being stubborn? Are they being stubborn? Do we both need to surrender? What needs to happen here so that we can move forward? Okay? So, Aquarius, I do want to take a look at how things might look if that does indeed happen. How will this relationship look if Aquarians and their person look at these things? The Moon, Eight of Cups, Destiny. Yeah. When things come to the surface, I don't know if they will, because the Moon is here. Some things are not being said. It will feel a bit elusive. I don't think either of you or one of you is going to be as honest as you need to be. I'm just being completely honest. I'm not one of these tarot readers out here who's gonna, you know, tell you what I don't see. I'm sorry to deliver harsh messages. I really am. Eight of Cups is leaving. Is somebody leaving the relationship? And the Destiny card is here. This whole relationship has been part of your spiritual soul growth. That's why it's here. That's why your guides are saying, look within. Look at the lessons you have learned from this relationship. How can you grow from it? If you guys do indeed address these changes and these problems in the relationship, it feels like somebody will finally exit. So overall, Aquarius, I am wishing you the best of luck in February with this whole situation. Oh, this is one of my cats making an appearance. She wants my water. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If it was, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel or just leaving a comment. You know, any support over here is appreciated, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your birthday season. I hope you have a lovely rest of February, and I will see you next time for the March general readings, okay? Take care. Okay, Aquarius, hello. If you are here, that means you are here for the singles reading and looking for some advice on your love life, and I'm here to deliver. All right, we're going to look at how you're showing up, who's coming in, when they're coming into your life, and some other things. So let's get started. Right. So your current energy in regards to your love life is number 4, the higher power card. there are things being organized behind the scenes in regards to your love life. And it is possible that you are somebody who is very... Sorry, I just had to turn up my microphone a little bit. It's also possible that you are somebody who is looking more deeply into religion or your own faith or spirituality. You are coming at love from that deeper, more faith-based perspective. Now, you could be somebody who, comes at love from a more religious perspective. But you also could just be somebody who believes in soulmates, twin flames, things of that sort. And you are consolidating your time until somebody comes into your life who you believe to be worthy of your time, but also somebody who might actually be that soulmate and be that twin flame. And there are things certainly happening behind the scenes, like your angels and your guides and your higher power that you believe in. That higher power is kind of taking things into their own hands and organizing things for you, and organizing for perhaps you to meet somebody when it's the right time. Everything happens on divine timing. Now, the numbers 2 and 4 are here, and that always tells me that there is progress being made, but that also does tell me that you might be seeing the numbers 2 and 4 quite a bit. So particularly the number 2, because you've got number 22, the keeper of intuition here. So if you see 222, 2222, or like 2424, 4444, any play on the numbers 2 and 4, that is definitely a confirmation that this message is for you. You are being guided to really tap in and become more spiritual, become much more self-aware, and get in touch with your intuitive side, your right brain. How do people make you feel in their presence? This is about being very aware and listening very intently and observing very intently how people act around you, and listening to your gut about people and about especially romantic partners, but also about the timing of your life when it comes to love and romance. You are certainly developing spiritual and intuitive powers, really, because you've got 2 very spiritual cards here. So you are just relying on divine timing at this moment, and I feel like you are learning a lot and on the right path right now when it comes to your love life. Now, in what you could use a little bit more of at the moment, it was just like a pile of cards that came out for you. So you actually have 4 cards. I will show you all of them. And actually, they're like pairs. They came out in pairs a bit. So the first pair is touch and hands. You can see both these cards have hands on them, and they're both focused on touch and literally things with our hands. So it might be very helpful for you to do things in life with your hands. You might be somebody who works with your hands. They're giving me a jewelry maker, so specific, but yeah, somebody who works with jewelry. Yeah, but this also relates to touch. So you might be wanting a bit of human touch. You might be wanting a bit of human interaction. Touch might be one of your love languages. And being single, maybe you're missing that. You're missing other people's touch. So do try to get that in different ways. Hug the people you love. If you have pets, hug your pets. And also, give yourself a hug at times. Try to spend more time doing tactile things. So throwing pottery, doing things like sports, or anything that requires you to kind of work with your hands. I think that will help you and make you feel good around this time of your life. And these cards also speak to touching nature, going out and literally touching grass. I know that's used as an insult when people are like, go touch grass. Geez, what's going on with you? But Literally, like touching grass, touching trees, and especially touching water will be very helpful for you around this time, because the other two cards you've got are the water card and full moon. So, because you are developing your intuition and spirituality a bit more right now, what might help you is actually doing some full moon rituals. And it doesn't have to be anything super witchy, you know? Like, I'm not saying anything too out there, too crazy, but maybe just even taking a bath on the full moon, getting your body something tactile here with water, connection with water, connecting physically with earth, with people. That's going to make you feel very good right now. And perhaps because you're missing human touch, when you miss human connection that way, maybe there's a way that you can almost reroute your brain to think with it. So maybe when you're feeling like that, just draw yourself a bath. Or perhaps whenever it comes up, give yourself a hug. Just try to substitute it in some kind of way whenever that craving comes up. But this water card here also speaks to your emotional world, your intuition, again, your sensitivities, and the things in your heart and soul. Okay, so like the full moon is a very powerful time. It does rule the tides, of course, but the full moon is also about our own emotions. Full moons, there's a reason why. There's studies done. People on full moons tend to get in more accidents on the road. So there's literally studies done showing that the full moon does indeed influence how we act and think and feel. So be extra sensitive with yourself, but also you might think of connecting a bit more with the lunar cycles, paying a bit more attention, trying to get in the shower after a long day when you feel emotionally exhausted. Go to the shower. Try to just run your hands under warm water. There's so many ways that we can like self-soothe almost. And that's what's coming up for you. Very specific messages here, but let's move forward. All right, you are showing up the Ace of Wands right now. You're certainly open to a new experience in love. You are very inspired. You're very communicative with people. You know, you're not somebody who's clammed up right now. You're very much chatty and talkative with people when you want to be. And the Ace of Wands, funnily enough, is one of my cards that signals the body. So very visceral experiences. And that is certainly what's going on for you. There's something about your physical body here that needs extra attention right now. And this ace also just tells me that you're open. You're just open to love, you're open to new possibilities, and you're open to meeting people. And you could be feeling very creative right now at this time of your life, very like artistic, very inspired. And the way you think about love, your outlook on it, you have a lovely outlook on love, okay? It's very sweet and romantic. This is the Page of Cups. This card is somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve. They're very, very in touch with their emotions, but they're almost still learning how to be the best in a relationship, in the sense that they're still learning how to back up their words with actions. They are still learning how to not like love bomb someone, okay? So these are things that, you know, might have happened in the past with you, either to you or that you might have done in the past. But either way, you think of love as this beautiful thing, and you think of it as an experience between people. There's trust, there's vulnerability, there's emotions. For you, it's very much about the feelings. And, you know, for a lot of people, love is just about practicality, or love can just be seen as just an emotion. But for you, it's really the center of it all, which is lovely. And you are looking for, this is the Lover's card, you're looking for your person. And like I said earlier, with this higher power card, it's like you are not looking for anybody who is going to be not right. You're very, very connected to your intuition and your spirituality, to the point where even if somebody is like flirting with you, if your gut or your intuition is telling you no, like they're not your soulmate or your divine partner, you're like, yeah, no, next. Now what you bring to a relationship is the Knight of Pentacles energy. This is one of my favorite knights in the whole deck, probably my favorite knight. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, dependable, incredibly transparent and honest with their person. This is somebody who likes to build slowly, but they do build very meticulously, and even though it might be too slow for other people, like kind of excruciatingly slow, so you might take things incredibly slow with people, it's because you are committed to the details and you are committed in a relationship. And like I said, you're not looking for anybody who's just going to be not the right person for you in the long run. Like, you are being very serious about who you choose to invest your time in. Now, how you can better love yourself at this time: keep going in trying to reach your goals. This is you, the Queen of Swords. So this is the Queen of Air. This is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. You're being encouraged to continue whatever path you are on at the moment, both in love and also in your life. I see that you're trying to better yourself. You're trying to become the most mature version of yourself. You might be a student and you might be trying to, graduate and get that degree. You might just be somebody who's working on your career really hard. You're working on your spirituality really hard, because the Queen of Swords she does have to do with intellect and communication, but she also has to do with spirituality. That's really on your mind right now. So you're actually being advised to keep going. And when there are obstacles in your way, you can get past them. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope in this sense. And don't lose faith or hope when it comes to finding this person who you're looking for. I see that they are indeed going to come into your life. It's not going to be for a little while, I will have to say. Energies are always changing. So that's the thing about tarot. We read current energies, but I will say there is somebody coming through eventually. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. How you can better love others in terms of how you can better be in relationship with people romantically. You got the Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups. Well, yeah, Two of Cups, there's the romance, there's the relationship. How you can better relate and better just understand a partner in general is the Knight of Swords. You're actually being guided to take a bit more action, and I see that you like to take things very, very slow. I think that is, I'm not going to tell you that's the wrong path. Everybody has their own way of doing things in their own style. But you're actually advised to speed things up a little bit only when you do believe that somebody is right for you. Taking it slow is important, but it's like once you have that conviction, okay, this person, I really like this person, I want to see where things go, maybe try to speed things up a little bit in just the realm of dating. So instead of I don't know, people like to talk a lot and be in talking stages now. In my generation, I feel like that's when it really started, because I was born in the 90s. And I feel like with phones, it's that's when it really started more, when people would be in talking stages. So if you're somebody who likes to be in a talking stage for a long time, you might actually benefit from cutting that in half. Instead of being in a talking stage with somebody for 2 months, maybe cut it down to 1 month, then start going on dates with them, see what they're like. And I'm not saying, push yourself out of your comfort zone with dating. I think especially if you're feminine, if you're a feminine person, if you're a woman, we have to be safe out here, to be completely honest. So you have to know who you're dating. And I will just say, though, that you might benefit a bit from at least letting somebody know how you feel about them a little bit earlier on, okay? So that's just what is coming through with that card. Now, for the timing of when somebody's coming in, you got the Judgment card, and I follow the numbers. So, and I did clarify, my guides told me 20, so 20 months. Now, this could be 20 weeks or 20 months, but I am leaning towards months. I am sorry to say. I know it's a long time, but I will say our loves of our lives, they're one in a million. They're once in a lifetime, literally. So it's worth the wait, isn't it? And you are certainly not entertaining anything else. And I feel like that is part of why it might be taking so long. I think what often happens is we say, okay, higher power, I'm ready for my soulmate. And then nothing happens. And we're like, yeah, but like we've been ready for a few months now. Like let's pick up the pace, right? But when we think like that, we're forgetting that the other person might not be ready for us. Your person might be needing some time. They might not be in this place where you are. They might not be connected to their intuition and looking for their soulmate. They might be focused on something completely different, their career, their family, who knows. Yeah, so there is some organizing taking place behind the scenes. And this person who comes into your life, they got the Queen of Cups energy. I got two things with this, okay? The first thing I got was that this will be you in time for when this connection comes into your life. Because this is your outlook here, Page of Cups, kind of the student of the cups. And then you will be making your way to Queen of Cups status, a Queen of Cups energy. So you will be more mature, more ready to receive this person. You will be much more intuitive and spiritual than you are now, which is amazing. And I feel like that's why these cards are here as well. It's to help prepare you, to help get you in the right mindset, to get you in the right heart space, and to help you learn more about your emotions, learning about your sensitivities and your triggers and all of those things that come up in relationships. Now, the second thing I got was that this person actually indeed might be a water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this person might show up and you might learn their sign, or they just might present as somebody who's very compassionate, empathetic. I love to see that you are feeling really, really connected to yourself at this time. I think it's beautiful. The cards you've got are beautiful, and I really enjoyed doing this reading. So I hope it was helpful, and if it was, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel or leaving a comment if it was helpful to you. Okay, I will see you soon. I will see you actually for March general readings. All right, take care and enjoy the rest of your birthday season.